Good morning, YouTube. It's Christmas Eve, Friday, December 24th, 2021, 6:06 a.m. And I just had one of those damn I hate the bus schedules kind of moments. So even though it's Friday, the buses are running on holiday schedule, which sucks. So I didn't get to leave Bullocks until after 5. There's no bus running at 4. Had to wait till 5, which was all right. It was really, really crazy busy at Bullocks last night, so they had plenty of work. In fact, they still weren't done when I finished up, they still weren't done when they let me out. That's what I'm trying to say. So actually, I made myself really productive. I just worked on music the whole time. I was totally planning on packing everything up and not going to Bullocks today, because it's supposed to be rainy all day, as you can see. But I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I figure I'll tough it out and go there. And there seems to be question as to whether or not the band is going to be playing Saturday night, Christmas night. So I'm hoping maybe I can pick myself up an extra night of karaoke out of it. So that would be nice. Anyway, as I was saying, the bus schedule just kind of posed me this morning. Not only was I stuck at the bar an extra hour, but now normally when I'm coming from there, I take the 60 to the 50 to the 44, and the reason I do that is because when the when I'm on the 60, when I pass the Montebello Transit Center where the light rail transfer is, the light rail is still not going for over an hour, so there's no point in me sitting and getting on the light rail. The light rail's not running yet. But this morning, it was like 10 minutes. I had about 10 minutes between when it went there and then when the first train started, or the next train, whichever it was. And that worked out pretty well. But the train just, and I was looking at the transfer, and it didn't look like it was really going to work. But then, as I was approaching 44th Street, I was looking at the the live tracking of the buses, and it looked like I might actually be able to jump off the light rail and quickly run across 44th Street and catch a 44 North, but it didn't work out like that. Right as the train pulled on the platform and stopped, it waited for, it seemed like almost a full minute before it opened its doors, which I thought was really odd. And I'm sitting there, looking at the live tracking on the bus app, and I'm like, okay, it's still sitting there at 44th and Washington. What the hell? Open the doors. And then when it opened, I started to run in that direction, and right as I got to the edge of the platform, at the edge at 44th Street, it started pulling off, going north. I'm like, yep, I missed it. So I'm stuck here for another 30 minutes or so. Which, at least if I'm going to be stuck at a bus transfer, I can't think of anyone I'd rather be stuck at than this. Because at least I can take that path like I just did, across the people mover from the light rail platform and come over, I'm over here at the, the SkyTrain station, the 44th Street SkyTrain station. So at least here I can stay dry while I'm waiting 30 minutes for the next 44 northbound. And listen to the take off. So coming down that last escalator, I was trying to keep in frame the biplane that hangs from the ceiling. It's one of many public art installations inside Sky Harbor. And another one is this ceiling here in the outside covered portion of the SkyTrain station. I've always really been fascinated by this. It's kind of interesting how Like it starts out as a super perfect kind of pattern, and then it just gets all this extra lighting, and it gets super chaotic. Um, and yeah, the glare I'm getting off the lights is not good on my camera, but it's kind of something interesting to look at from down below when you're here. But I just do love the chaos of the twisted panels in this. Oops, in this section. I just dropped my phone on my face. That was smooth. Yeah, neat stuff. And heck, as long as I'm making a video of public art and I got 30 minutes to kill, let's head on up to the top floor, the SkyTrain platform, because that's pretty neat up there. I don't know if you noticed when I was walking across the People Mover, there's really artistic floors there, because I was just more focused on getting over here. Yeah, all the SkyTrain stations have got really neat custom flooring. Not in all of them. Like, I mean, this is pretty bland, but when we get up to the next next level. I do like the balconies and the glass railings. That's kind of neat too. If only everything public transit related was this nice. But of course, this is extra nice because it's for people heading to the airport. And those people spend a whole lot more money on tickets than bus riders do. Anyway, this is kind of neat. It's got the artist name and the year it was put in, 2012. This one's kind of neat. Like it's shaped like airplanes with different. I hate the little social distancing stickers are defiling the artwork here, but yeah, this floor is really neat. Love the way they did it.
This train is departing.
This train is departing. Oh, so yeah, sun hasn't come up yet. It's still dark out, and hopefully I'll make it home before the sun comes up. It's always nicer when I can make it up before the sun comes up. I do like this time of day, looking out over all the lights. It's like super blurry, but good times. Yeah, another frustrated, and that's totally the way it was scheduled too. So I would pretty much arrive to the train platform in time to see my bus leaving. I don't understand why they don't make a little more effort to time those things better. You know, I mean that bus route starts there. Like there's no, you know what I mean? It's not like that's a bus that's traveling from further down, where there needs to be concerned about it arriving in time for people to the side's kind of closed off, but you can kind of see there's a floor there. That's interesting. Anyway, it's not like there's a factor of people getting on that need to catch the train headed eastbound. Anybody that's getting on that bus is either transferring from the SkyTrain coming out of the airport, or they're transferring from the light rail, or they could be transferring from the Route 32, which interestingly enough, that was the Route 32 was like right behind it. So that even that timing was a little dysfunctional, because somebody on that 32 trying to transfer to that 44 would have probably missed it. Like they would have got off at the corner and also been able to see trying to go on the 44 would have seen it taking off without him as well. So it just seems to me it would make a whole lot more sense for that 44 to leave maybe 10 minutes later than what time it does. But yeah, the scheduling here is much of it's pretty nonsensical, and I don't understand. I don't understand why these transfers are the way they are. But I don't know. It's my everyday, kind of my everyday reality to like get my car fixed. And I got a feeling it's not happening this year. So, oh well. Yeah, I was kind of hoping I would get it by Christmas. I was kind of hoping I'd get it by Halloween, to be honest. But anyway. All right, it looks like the next 44 is here. So that's her weights. Oh, and for what it's worth, anybody trying to do a transfer from the light rail to the 44 heading north, this is by far the best way to do it. I mean, I did a little bit of extra walking around the SkyTrain station, but that bus stop right there at 44th Street in Washington, next to the Circle K, it's a pretty decorative stop, but it's just a magnet for homeless people. And for whatever reason, it absolutely reeks of piss. Like 24/7, the stop just reeks of piss. And not cool. But as long as you're not trying to do a frantic, quick, a normal transfer. Like I was trying to frantically get there. And of course it rolled off right as I pulled up. But if you're doing if you got a little bit more time, as it ended up I did, the easiest route, most comfortable way to transfer this bus is to do like I did and just go up the escalators, go across the bridge with the people movers. I'm getting a view of it here. Looks pretty cool from here, actually. And it's quite the bridge. It actually goes over a canal, as well as a couple of driveways. And then yeah, when you come out the first escalators that I went down, you can actually come out right as you come off the escalators. If you go to the right, you can come out these doors here, and then bam, 44 right there. On that note, I'm going to end this video and get my butt on that bus because I'm almost home. I was hoping to talk about a little bit more about my karaoke show tonight. For the most part, it was pretty good. I had a couple of people kind of push my last nerve, and I did have one guy that kind of pushed me to the point of snapping, but I talked to the bartenders about it, and they realized he was being drunk and stupid. And for the most part, I got complimented by them for just kind of holding the show down with it being so chaotically busy. So all in all, it was pretty good. Didn't sing much just because I had so many singers, but yeah, it was Christmas Eve and then Christmas Eve, so good times. I did have one person that's usually really cool with me. About a minute into singing the Christmas song, also known as Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire by Nat King Cole, just stop and hand me the mic and say, this isn't the Nat King Cole version, this is some white guy version, which is like, really? Okay. And to be honest, I have not compared that version to the actual song. That was added to my library before I started doing that with every song. But it is the Chartbuster version. Came out of a Chartbuster box set of Christmas music on, Christmas karaoke lists. And it does say in the splash screen in the style of Nat King Cole, and I've had many people sing it over the last, decade plus, and nobody's ever complained about it before, so I am a little shocked and puzzled by that, and at some point I would like to compare it, because I respect this guy's opinion in music, but it's pretty tacky the way he just said that, there's a white people version, white guy version, and handed it to me. I did end up singing the rest of the song. Wasn't really feeling it, but I did it, which sucked because I was planning on doing a Christmas song after that, also off the same box set, the Helen Cornelius version of Mary Did You Know, which of course I sing nothing like Helen Cornelius. I've kind of found my own place in that song and I enjoy it. Anyway, I'm gonna go get on that bus before he takes off. But thanks for coming with me on this wet Christmas Eve morning, and hopefully there's be some more videos today.